Unity. Yeah. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. Feel it. Gotta make the world feel it. Feel it. Yeah. Gotta make the world feel it.
One body, one mind.
But we have to do God's word. That's like the brother was bringing out just now, right? You have to do what God is doing, right? So you've been hearing from us about how long now? 3 months, weeks, years? Oh, sister, it's been a long time for you to come in. And you've been out here this whole time?
No, I just came back
3 months ago? Okay. You have a problem with driving to Austin? Okay. We congregate in Austin. We got a whole sisterhood that helps our sisters with dresses and everything like that. Do you understand that, right? You watch Israel United in Christ? So you know about us. You know what it is. You know when you came up here, you're supposed to have what on your head? A hair cover. Let's get the law real quick, sis. We're not just going to tell you what to do. We're going to show you in the scriptures what it is, right? You have to keep God's laws. Before we go any further, give me Psalms 111 and 10 real quick.
Break it out.
Let me get Psalms 111 and verse 10. Hey, Ari, come get my sword armor bearer for me real quick. We have to make sure and fall into a 4-man, you two brothers, all right? What we got to do, sis, is we have to get a better understanding of these scriptures. The reason why you haven't fully committed yet, because your fear is not right where it needs to be. He gave a great precept earlier. He said, I made haste. I delayed not. Do you know why David said that? Because he understood that these judgments were real. You understand about our slavery and our captivity. Do you understand how God judges us? And not only us, but our children and our children's children. You think by you kind of keeping the commandments or not, it's only affecting you. But the way God deals with us is on a generational level. It's affecting her. Believe it or not, it's going to affect her. Read this, Psalms 111 and 10.
Psalms 111 and verse 10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
So the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. For you to really start understanding the depths of this Bible, the first thing you must do is fear God. And a lot of our people, they hear this, they feel good. I'm Israel, all praises. Yes, I'm an Israelite. But that means something. That means that if you now know that and you don't do what God says, now you're putting yourself in danger. Right. Now you're putting yourself in harm's way up against God's judgment. Right. That's why you can't just sit anymore at the house. You done came here and now you've actually walked across the people you've been watching for 3 years. Says your time is getting short. Right. Your time is getting short and you need to really act on that, all right? Read.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. A good understanding have all they that do his commandments.
A good understanding is all they that actually do the commandments. Right. You have to do these commandments, right? That means when you walked up here, you should have already known. I should have my head covered. Yeah, it says it's okay. That's why you must come together. You know why? Give me that in Ecclesiastes 4. I think it's 4 and 9, right? Where it says 2 are better than 1. Watch this, sis. Bring it out. Watch this.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. Bring it out. 2 are better than 1.
2 are better than 1. Meaning what? You have to be with someone else in this truth. You have to have support. We cannot do this alone. There's no individualites out here. God deals with the nation of Israel as a nation of people. He doesn't deal with us on this individual level, right? Read.
2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor.
So we have a good reward for our labor. What's that reward? Read.
For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
You see that? So when you come in with your like-minded sisters and your brothers, guess what's going to happen? When you fall, they going to help you up. Hey, sis, we about to go listen to the word. You got your hair wrapped? Yeah, I got my hair wrapped. We got the fringes on. We good. For 3 years, sis, you should know. I got to have my fringes on. I got to have my hair covered on. I'm going to go talk to the prophets. I've been watching. You've been watching consistently? Or you just kind of every so often? Every Sabbath day? Every Sabbath day? Every day, sis? Sis, you already know. Hey, you better come on. You playing with the Most High. You are playing with the Most High. You got fringes?
I got them. I have them put them on.
Sis, you know why? You know why you haven't done any of that stuff? Because you haven't seen other people around you doing it. You haven't come and congregated around anybody. That's why you don't see the importance of it. Every day, look, I tell you what, one day when we first came into this truth, me and my family, we was driving, we was going to the Sabbath. My daughter, she forgot her little fringes because we was just starting out, and she forgot the fringes. It was lightning outside. Man, I busted a U-turn. I made haste. I said, we gonna have these fringes on before we go to the Sabbath. We ain't gonna go out here driving and tempting the Lord. We might not make it there. I made haste because I knew how important them fringes were. You understand? Read this. Read that.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
Woe means destruction to you when you fall. Why? Because you have nobody to help you out. You're just gonna fall in your own sin. You've been studying for 3 years. What's sin? Not following the commandments, sis. And what's the wages of sin? Death. You know this. You know this. So right now, what you need to do is make haste. We got a school in Austin. We out here teaching strong out here now. We out here trying to get people to come together. We need sisters like you with understanding, so that once you get fully aged in this truth, you can start guiding younger sisters and granddaughters and things like that. Give me that in Deuteronomy 33. Remember, I told you about your children, right? Deuteronomy 30 and 18, I believe it is. 19.
Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19.
Bring it up.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death.
So today is your day. We're calling from heaven and the earth. We're recording this day with the angels, right? Today is the day, sis. Today is the day. Read.
Blessing and cursing.
So you gotta understand, you do what God says, we're gonna be blessed. We're gonna start finding our people. We're gonna start collecting and growing. We got major works happening in IUIC. You seen it. You seen, we're about to start putting out movies. We having a whole new music genre coming out. We are on a whole other level. Israel is growing. And IUIC is at the forefront of that. We are really pushing. You know what we doing. You know what we doing. You see the blessing that the Most High has given this congregation. Read on.
Blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life.
Today is your day to choose life. Keep the commandments and live, or read.
That both thou and thy seed may live.
That who?
That both thou and thy seed may live.
That they may live.
Right.
You gotta understand, it ain't just your life. It's her life too. You care about her? You must keep these commandments. You must keep these commandments. He asked you, were you married, right? You said no. You dealing with somebody? You broke up, but y'all ain't married, right? Y'all ain't proven or nothing like that?
We just had a daughter. That's it.
Okay, y'all have a daughter. Okay. And he ain't hearing this truth, is he? Okay, I could tell. Because if he was hearing this truth, y'all probably be married right now. If y'all was still talking, y'all be married. Give me Hebrews 13 and 4. And we're going to go over it one more time and then bring you back up, soldier.
Bring it up.
Let me get that Hebrews 13 and 4. Go ahead.
Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 4.
Bring it up.
Marriage is honorable in all.
So marriage is honorable in all. Read.
And the bed undefiled.
And the bed undefiled. Read.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
I'm going to make it real plain for you real quick. What happened to Breonna Taylor?
Right.
Was that her husband in her bed when she got shot that night? Was that her husband? That was not her husband. Read that last part again.
But whoremongers and adulterers God will judge.
God will judge us. And sometimes it'll be something like an STD. Sometimes it'll be when the police just happen to walk into your house and shoot you. Sometimes it'll be you driving down the street and some random object just comes through the car and takes your life. It can happen. What's that in Samuel's? I bring one down and bring that out. You know who's doing that, right? You know who's doing this to us? Is it some spirit that does this, or is it God that's killing us? It's the Most High God, right? Read that.
1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
God kills and God makes alive. You know what he led with first? Read it again.
The Lord killeth.
God kills. He wants to make sure you understand that first and foremost. I kill. I kill. I don't just make alive, but I kill. Then you're like, whoa, not God, he kills? Then read.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive.
Then he makes alive, read.
He bringeth down to the grave.
He brings people down to the grave, like our poor sister Breonna Taylor. But the scripture just said what it said, right? It said whoremongers and adulterers will be judged. That wasn't her husband in there. And it's unfortunate. But our people get killed and they don't know who's doing that. Who's bringing them down to the grave? Start at the top.
The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich.
You see that? He's the one that sets all these things in order. What's that? Verse 2 and 3. Give me that. Which is?
Verse 2.
Yeah.
First Samuel chapter 2 and verse 3. Talk no more so exceedingly proudly.
So he's telling the Israelites, don't be talking no more exceeding proudly. Don't be talking like you believe and you're doing all this, but you don't actually do the commandments, right? Read.
Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth.
Don't let arrogancy come out of your mouth. I believe in this truth. I believe I'm an Israelite, but you don't keep not one law, right? Read.
For the Lord is a God of knowledge.
The Lord is a God of knowledge. Read.
And by him actions are weighed.
So how does God weigh our actions? Or how does he weigh our commitment, our truth, and what we say? Through our actions. It's what we do. You understand? That's why we must congregate. We must come together. We have a school and Sabbath. Before you walk away, we're going to get your information. And we're going to get you plugged into our Telegram group, okay? The sisters there, we got a whole group of young sisters, just like yourself. Sisters, what do I got to do on the new moon? Y'all having a new moon celebration? You know about the new moon? You know about that. You know about what's coming up, Feast of Dedication. All these things is going on, right? Now, what's she going to be doing on October 31st? That's right. All praises to the Most High. Give me that Deuteronomy 6 and 7. You must do that. You must teach her that. She cannot value what's going on in this world. Because she's getting hit. She go to regular public school. So you know what they doing all day up in there. They got arts and crafts, pumpkins and bats and all this and candy. How does that not entice a young child? How does that entice? It's all around us. You go into the store, they got them all staged in all the different stores, right? That's what is going to happen. They're going to continue to condition our people. That's why we must fight. We must apply these laws. Read this law.
Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
God said you must teach them diligently. What is them? The commandments. Diligently to the children. Read.
And shall talk of them when thy sittest in thine house.
So we supposed to talk about this all day around the house. Different commandments, different activities. And you might be like, I don't know what to show them. You know we got a kids corner? You know we got a kids corner where we got little kids, they learn these things. We have sisters that work with material that are age appropriate for them to help them understand and get and feel good about their stories. We want our kids growing up so when somebody talks about Christmas, they like, what are you talking about? I don't know what that means. I know about Feast of Dedication. I know about Feast of Tabernacles when we get to go out into the wilderness and camp and things. I mean, that's what you want to know. I know about Passover. I know about the Purim. You know what I'm saying? We want them to learn their high holy days. In fact, there's more high holy days according to the scriptures for us than there is in Babylon. That's why they work hard. Every month there's something new coming out. Every month there's some day or something. They're just trying to keep our people suppressed. That's why, sis, you must come in. You cannot sit by anymore. I'm telling you. You say you've been watching for 3 years. Every day you've been solid. If you, I get it. So you from Atlanta too? You from Atlanta? Atlanta? And my brother just walked up here. He from Atlanta. He was in the Atlanta camp. You see this? This sister here, she needs to come on in. You need to come on in, sis. For real. So today, we gonna get your information, and today, you know what? You come on in. You come in with your dresses, you throw them things away, you don't need them pants no more. There you go, my sister. There you go. Because you know why, right? Why must you do that? Why must you get out of them pants? It's against the law, right? And you know, God, I want you to, you know what? I'm here to do one thing with you. Give me Zephaniah 1 and 8. I'm here to do one thing with you because what you got now, you got a little bit of understanding, right? And then give me for at first she walks with them by cricket ways in Sirach, okay? So I'm gonna show you two quick scriptures, all right? Watch this. I'm trying to elevate your fear because I'm gonna be real with you. That's the only thing that keeps Israel in line is the fear of God. That's it. That's why he has to lead with, I'm going to kill you. I will judge you. If you want understanding, you must fear me. If you want knowledge, you must fear me. Sis, you must fear God. If you don't fear God, guess what? You won't be motivated. Babylon teaches you not to fear God. Therefore, you won't do what he says. It won't seem as important to you, as imperative to you. You'll think it's okay to walk around in pants today without fringes and a hair wrap when you're talking to the prophet. You will. After watching nation as much as you've been, you'll think it's cool. It's not as bad as it seems, but it's not. It's really bad. Watch this. Read.
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass.
We got a future prophecy about to come up that hasn't happened yet. Read.
And the day of the Lord's sacrifice.
You got to listen to them words and the Lord's sacrifice. What happens in sacrificing? There's killing, there's burning of flesh, right? In the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that hasn't happened yet. That's when Christ returns. Read.
That I will punish the princes and the king's children.
So all the nation of Israel, he's going to punish them. For what though? What did we do this time? Read.
And all such that are clothed with strange apparel.
So if we ain't got on our dress code according to God, which is the fringes and the dresses and all that, guess what? He's going to punish you because you are in strange apparel. You got to understand that. He is going to kill. Who kills? The Most High God does that. He's the one that put us in slavery. That's why we must understand that. Says you can't wait no more. You can't wait no more. But what you got going on, you got that in Sirach. Watch this. Read.
Sirach chapter 4 and verse 17. For at first she will walk with him by the crooked ways.
So at first, wisdom will walk with you in your crooked ways. You kind of got to understand it. You're partly keeping it. You're doing it a little bit, right? Read.
And bring fear and dread upon him, and torment him with her discipline.
So this is what's happening now. You feel a little bit of torment, like, man, I know I got to do better. I feel it. This is wisdom starting to elevate you to the next level. Like, all right, now you in a position. I'm showing you they got a camp out here down in Austin where we got a lot of people. A lot of these brothers out here, we from Killeen and we congregate in Austin. You got to understand that. It ain't nothing for us to drive. And the more you start building with sisters, guess what? When you tired that day, hey, sis, you start getting around some sisters, they start to get to know you. Guess what we do? We carpool. We know you now. We carpool. Hey, sis, we'll meet over here. We'll all ride together. That way we can come back together. That's what it means when two are better than one. Because other than that, when you by yourself and you try to go down there, you're going to be tired coming back. Because you know what time we be leaving at school sometimes? 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, because we around our people. On a Saturday night, we enjoying one another. We fellowshipping. We trying to get enough strength to go back to work and deal with these nations. You understand? That's why you got to come in, sis. You can't wait no more, right? Read on.
Until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
See, she's going to keep doing that until she can really give you the full understanding and then fully trust you. Then she's going to open up your understanding. Then you're going to be like, I'll be darned if I get caught without my fringes on ever again. Ever again. You ain't going to never see me without my fringes. God forbid. That ain't going to be what's up. Everybody knows, and it's funny. You know how many people know they Israel, and they always like to try to make a point. They be like, hey, shalom, bro. I be like, whoa. The first thing I do when somebody says shalom, I look down. Oh, you saying shalom to me, but you ain't got on fringes. Oh, okay, I guess you got some understanding, but I'm like, where your fringes at? You know, this, that, other, some other excuse. Man, you ain't got the right fear. You don't got the right understanding. You got to elevate that fear, right? That's why you got to come in, because we go over that all the time, how God is jacking us up, how these curses keep happening on us. You understand what I'm saying, sis? All praise. You got any questions? I'm going to let the brother come back up. You sure you don't got no questions? You going to come in with us? All right. Every idle word. All right, my sister.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.